Oh, heck yeah. Can I hear myself, though? Oh, heck yeah. Can I hear myself, though? Perfect. Alright, time to stream. Can I hear myself, though? Perfect. Alright, time to stream. Alright, just gonna wait till people start joining in, and then I will get to it. This is going to be a really back and forth point. There's really... it's most likely going to go down. It's not looking bullish. Might be easier to see on Bitcoin. Let's see here. Looks like I already drew the line. Okay. I do think we are going down. That is my personal opinion. Though it is still early on. Let's check the volume. Yeah. We've got some decreasing volume. So I don't think this uptrend will hold, though I think we should go up a little bit, about to this line, before going down. We'll see what it does. Should let us know here soon. It's got a relatively obvious pattern, and we should be able to see the breakout when it happens. Just gonna be super OCD with my lines. Perfect. All right. Doesn't seem to line up well with that. That one I would do more on Ethereum. So with Ethereum, it's really easy to predict the bounces. With Bitcoin, it's easier to see the long-term trends. At least from my experience. Some people may have different experience there. I suppose most of my experience comes from altcoins, so it makes sense that it's easier for me to see the patterns on things besides Bitcoin. Although Bitcoin does have a very clear long-term pattern in general. I guess it wouldn't even be long-term, medium-term. Like over the period of a month or two, it's pretty easy to see the trend. Alright, so we've got Bitcoin and Ethereum. How about Litecoin? Let's see how that one's doing. Looks very similar. It's pretty much just following the same trend. Let's go long term though and see what it's doing. That has gone really, really low. Did it do that before? I think Litecoin had a ridiculous crash back in the day. It was like 98% or something ridiculous. Let's see here. Gonna draw the same line back here and see if it lines up the same. Had a little bounce at about a 94% correction. And that's pretty much where it's at right now. So, may have a little more bounce there from that, but not enough to convince me. I think it's still going lower. If things repeat history, which they sometimes do, sometimes not, really depends. If history repeats, we're probably going to go lower on Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. A lot of the altcoins, we don't have a real historical factor. They tend to just follow along with the big ones. Although Ethereum and Litecoin are moving a lot faster than Bitcoin. You would have been better off holding Bitcoin through this crash than just about any altcoin. I think there were a few of them that held out pretty well. What was that one? DGD. I think that one actually... No, that one died now. Just took a little longer. Binance Coin. Yeah, Binance Coin has done better than Bitcoin. I'm sure it will have its crash though. May hold out. I don't know. It's kind of weird that it hasn't crashed, like, at all. Wonder if I could get that in USDT. Okay. It has had a reasonable crash, but still not as bad as Bitcoin. I am a liar. It has definitely crashed more than Bitcoin. Pretty close. Let's compare the two. Wow, they're like at the exact same spot, though this was a lot higher for a while. It did end up crashing down, and now it's about equal with Bitcoin. Congrats to anyone who happened to be holding Binance Coin. Though I hope you got out before it equalized with Bitcoin. Let's see, let's go back to Bitcoin here. It is almost to the point where I want to put in a rather large trade. I think my intent is around $2,500, maybe $3,000 if I really don't want to miss it. That's going to be a major support point. Historically, that's where it recovered last time. So even if it doesn't happen to recover there, right at this spot, right about $2,500, that was the end of the previous crash. It did have some sideways after it though. So, like, even if I miss it the first time around, it'll probably have a double touchdown. This was the end of the bear market last time. Right there. Had a nice double touch. And that was let's see here. That was just about an 87.5% correction. It's like 87% correction. If we run into that again, we're at $2,500. We'll see how that goes. It says I have one person watching, but honestly that might just be me viewing my stream in a second page, so probably talking to myself. I do that sometimes anyways, it's fine. If there is a viewer out there listening, I am here to successfully bore you. We're going to do log charts. I actually like the log charts a lot. A lot of people don't like them, but they do have their benefits. Bitstamp doesn't have the weird irregularities. Alright, there we go. So a lot of people like to take this line and just go right up here and say we broke long-term support. It's gone, and that Bitcoin is dead and all that. I don't think that is quite the case. I don't think this is the proper support line. I think if we were to draw the correct support line, it would be closer to right there, which we broke near the end of last crash. Had a nice drop. I think that was 50% drop. 57. If I drop this properly, it's supposed to be about a 50% drop. If you line up with the baseline here, then it was a 50%-ish drop. You do the same thing on this major support line that we see. We recently broke that, which means if we were to drop 50% from here, it would actually put us around $2,000. So my prediction for the bottom, probably 2,000, 2,500, before we see a nice bounce. I am very excited for the 2,500 bounce because this 48% drop, if you bought the bottom there, the math here is kind of cool. If you bought the bottom and sold when it came up to meet this line, you actually made 93%. You almost doubled your money. So the leverage here is kind of cool. If you can catch the bounces right, you'll be making about twice as much as you lose with this leverage. Pretty good odds. You can literally flip a coin, and heads you buy, tails you don't. Just any given day, and the odds are that you'll make twice as much as you lose. One of those weird things. Let the universe decide for you. I'm gonna hop out a log chart now. This drop makes me really happy. It's very oversold right now, though I think it may get a little more oversold first. I intend to see some up action. My voice is like really crackly. I need to talk normal when I stream. Give me some water. This is good. I want this. Before people show up, I'm going to give away my entire trading strategy. This is the only indicator I use for my long-term trades. It works very, very well, and it doesn't matter what direction things go. I am happy with it. I just do this on different time frames. 16 even pieces. I usually only use these highlighted lines though, which is 8 even pieces basically, skipping the first few lines and the last few lines. I try not to trade those too much because down here it's too high risk, and up here it's not worth trading. You're looking at really small profits. It's better to kind of buy and hold until it gets down to about this point. That's when trading is good. So my general strategy is I wait till it hits the 25 line and I buy. And then once it goes up halfway back to the top, I sell. So here it goes down 4, up 2. Down 4. So now I'm at the point. No, hang on. Then I'm down to this line, which it hit right here. And then when it goes up 2, I sell. So I would have made money there. I actually would have lost money on the 25% because it dropped first. I would have broken even there. So basic trading strategy, here we go. It drops 4. I buy. It did not go up right away. It kept dropping down to about this point. So this is my next buy point. So I would buy here. Goes up. Now that it's back at the blue line, I sell my entire position. The ones that I bought here and the ones that I bought here. So I broke even on the 25 line, and I made money on the 375 line. So I ended up making from that trade in a bear market 20%. Alright, easy peasy. From there, it drops 4 down to the 50% line. I buy here, so when it goes up 2. There I would have made 25%, give or take. Next line is the 625. Buy there, so when it comes up here. The amount that I made, 33%. And it'll get higher as it goes down. So see, next I buy the 7.5 line, which actually a fail. It passed it up just like the 0.25 line. So now my next buy point is I bought some at 3,800 right about here, and I'm waiting for it to go up to this line. It probably will not though. I may have to settle for this line. At least in the short term day trading strategy. Following that, this is my next buy point around 2,500. 2,800 if you want to be safe. Make sure you catch it. Could even go as high as 3,000. So that looks like it's a good point. And you definitely do not want to miss the bottom here, because if you look, if you look here, this goes up 2 lines just like every other time. You're looking at about 100% profit. Theoretically, it should be exactly 100% profit if I could draw properly. From there to there, 100% profit, which means you buy right here, there is a chance that you'll lose about half in the next run. It'll go down to about 1250. Could even go as low as 800. So like worst case, you lose 2/3. Best case, you double your money. So risk to reward ratio is really good right now. And if over the next few years we return to the all-time high, you're looking at 440% profit. You're looking at 4 times your money. If we go down here to this line before we recover, about 2,500, then you're looking at 680%. That's really good odds, because we know it can reach here. Unless something big happens that causes it to never reach there again, we can expect to get there eventually. 684%. If time repeats, just like the last bear market, we're looking at 3 years from the high point was last time, so it may be a little longer because it's a bigger pattern. So we're looking maybe 2-3 years from current point, 4 years from the top, where it'll reach up there again. My trading strategy is basically 4 to 5 years. I'm expecting 2022 to 2025 to be able to cash out in preparation for the next bear market. Maybe not entirely. I'll probably still be in there trading. Because bull markets are honestly super easy to trade. Bear markets are a bit harder, but luckily I think I've got my strategy down. Let's see here. I'm honestly not sure what to do next besides just go through some random coins. Crypto screener. Got that set for Binance. I'm gonna just do the high volume coins. What the heck? Alright. Let's do US dollar comparative in general. Let's watch their US dollar. Ooh, ouch. I think that one would mostly need Bitcoin comparative. For most altcoins, you want to compare it to Bitcoin. Just kind of see if it's doing better or worse than Bitcoin. That works. Am I still in high volume? I feel like I'm not. Oh, I don't want that. I just want Bitcoin. I don't know what I'm doing. Just ignore me. So this one, okay, that's interesting. Really low cap coin has a lot of volume. Is that normal? Alright. This is fine. Looks like HOT is doing well. We go from 0. Where's 0? There it is. Up here. Let's see if I would have made money here. Looks like on the first drop I would have. This drop right here drops the 25 line. It doesn't reach the next point. So when it goes up 2. So I would have made money there. This is down at such a low cap though. It's kind of high risk trading. 16%, give or take. Right there would have made money. Right there would have made money. Yeah, my strategy would have worked perfectly on this coin. Honestly, I need to go look into some of the altcoins and try to trade them again. I've mostly just been sticking with Bitcoin and learning during this bear market, trying to get good. Well, I'm going to pause the stream for just a minute. Hello?
Hello, this is Connor. I'm in our company's employment department.